Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I am streaming some 2D4X again today. Yesterday, there was a bug that it wasn't like a bug that was required to be fixed, but I wanted to fix it. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button over on my other screen, and so I ran into. I was going to show it once this thing fucking starts. I don't know. It's taking its fucking time. In the remote. In the remote here, this is a 2D 4X post-apocalyptic game inspired by like Dominions and Paradox games. I just figured I'd explain what I'm doing. In the remote here, we've never been able to see what was inside the county data, and well, sorry, we've never been able to see what was inside this faction generation here, so we couldn't look at the factions. And we fixed that yesterday, I think. Yeah, we fixed it yesterday. But then there's other weird shit going on. And so last night I was like sitting around doing something, I don't remember what. And I was like, "Oh wait, I know how to fix it for real so that down here this county data, which is supposed to have this faction data, will show the correct faction data. I know what the problem is." So I figured I would jump on without streaming, even though my rule is to always stream every time I work on this. And I jumped on, and I was like, it'll just take like 5 minutes. And of course, it did not fix the problem. And then I just ran into this wave of chaos that took hours for me to get it back to the state where it somewhat worked. And I think I fixed everything, but of course, the minute we try to do anything here, 1,000 bugs are going to appear, etc., etc. Everything that I've seen works again. Basically, I renamed some stuff and fixed some things that weren't up to par in my mind of how I feel like they should be, and so hopefully everything here is working correctly. I'm expecting to run into unusual bugs today while we do this. Right now, we did winning a battle. I believe that works. Let's test it out. Like yesterday, before we ran into this other thing, and I'm not going to work on trying to fix this other thing. I just can't figure out why it doesn't show up. It makes no sense because it's reporting like it knows what's in here. Even though this one says empty, it's acting like it's there. So I have no idea what's going on there. Maybe you can't put a resource inside a resource and be able to see it. If that's the case, maybe we'll change this to just a faction ID, or faction name would be there instead of a faction data, which would probably actually be better because the faction data. So it's not like it doesn't matter. I don't need to get into all this shit. Wind, how's it going? But we're not going to fix it. You know that other thing that happened last night that I don't know when this. I didn't even know this was possible. There's a second line up here of scripts. It just suddenly, all of a sudden, it started putting them down here. I don't know if I accidentally like dragged it down there or what, but there was never 2 lines before. Anyways, let's see if we can win a war here, or a battle, not a war. We already recruited this person. Let's turn him into an army. Let's declare war. Let's go in here. We have the cheat in, so it keeps resetting our thing to 100. And we really need to switch this side here. But I don't think we're going to do that in this round. And then the other thing, after we win this battle, this guy should run away, as he has done, and it's now ours. And if we click on this, the shipbird's on it. That's us. This guy isn't quite home yet, so I'm going to let him get home. So now Brian Howard is our guy here. The population is where I think things might be a little weird. Have an empty, that faction data thing, maybe if it doesn't have an empty constructor, I think I may remember saying somewhere that the custom resources need that thing to make Godot happy. Let's look at it, because I'm very baffled by it. And like I said, of course, when I started trying to fix the one bug, I was like, 5 minutes. I'm literally just going to change one thing, and it's going to, and oh my God, it did not. I had to rewrite like 40 scripts. It changes. And I was just, and then I fucked around with it, and I just was like, just baffled. I don't understand. So here's county data. It doesn't have a constructor at all. Neither one of these have. If I know what a constructor is, I'm just learning the name of what a constructor is. So there's county data. This county data is the same as what am I looking for here? Count resources, county data, counties. It's the same as these. So if we looked at one of these, this is the same thing. This is just turned. Except one of the things I changed last night was to duplicate the county data, not use the real thing, but duplicate it. And then it assigns the faction data later, which should be around here somewhere. One of these millions of things. I can't find it. We'll go over here and we'll see. So here is, let's look at the actual faction data though. I don't think it has a constructor. Yeah, there's no constructor. So then this is the thing that caused this whole issue, was this faction war dictionary. And it dawned on me, I can't even believe that I was doing this yesterday. I used for the index for the faction dictionary is the number, just as if it was a list. So what the fuck is the point of making a dictionary? I don't know why. My brain just didn't. When I looked at it, I was like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just make an array? Anyways, yeah, I don't have a constructor in here. And you can see this on here. This is the right stuff, and it updates too. At least it did last night. Let's see. Let's close this and unpause it. Well, we should have 9,505. The shipbird should. Yeah, and it updates now. And this didn't used to work yesterday. Well, no, yesterday we fixed this part, but where this is connected, where this is inside, so we can look at Portland. We go to here, and it's not updated. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world. It would be kind of nice to be able to see this. But once again, it's weird, though, that there's one thing that's pointing at it, and then it points back. It's like a loop of data. So maybe I'll just put the faction name in here instead of having it an actual faction data, and we'll use that dictionary. There's also two different things going on. This map editor creates a lot of this stuff, and then it's saved to disk. And I was wondering if this is part of the problem, is when it saves this to disk, it changes what this county knows. Like, this is the one that's saved to disk. Oh, we're in remote. Well, that's the wrong that's the wrong faction data anyways. But it doesn't seem to matter. Let's see. We go back to here. Let's go to local. Let's see. We're in Tillamook. So this stuff is all saved to disk. This was originally, I was dragging these over and dropping them into here. But then on Cowlitz, which is interesting that it has the player data in here now. On Cowlitz, I cleared it out in the map editor part and saved it. So something's getting assigned, but then when I run it again, I don't know. It's not the end of the world, like I said. It's just, it kind of would be nice to be able to click on, when you're playing as the developer, click on this county and then just click on here and be able to see it. But what I can do instead is look at what the name is and go up to here and look in, and this is right. So it's not the end of the world, and this thing is keeping track. Okay. Yeah, he must have, he's the guy I attacked. I was like, why does he have less influence? He's the guy I attacked and he had to pay for his hero. I don't think, we have to wait for some time to pass. I'm curious if what will happen to, now that we've won this, is the AI going to try to build stuff in here? We need well, days have passed now and nothing has happened. Um, let's start over and let's have the AI build stuff. Yeah, so there could be like a variety of issues that were caused. I also found like just some like not well thought out code, if that makes sense, and I fixed it. Um, and so there was a long time ago someone he's actually in my README, Professor Stevenson I think is his username. Um, he in just in passing in chat, he said like, I was talking about these two lists that were very similar, and he's like, yeah, parallel list or a no-no or something like that. And I found a parallel list, and it was a bug that had not happened yet, but it was going to cause a bug later because I was checking these two different lists that were created that were identical. Um, and I fixed that so that I just got rid of one of the lists. Well, that's not true. I just got rid of it out of the main. It's not used in main. It's just used in the map editor. Um, yeah, I think it might be part of the same. I don't know, but let's let the AI start building something. I think they'll do that unless I disabled it. They'll do it at like the beginning, and it should have some log things in here, like right here. Okay, I guess I don't have any log stuff. Let's see. Let's go to our faction AI thing. Take a look at this script. And we will check this. Wants to build a whatever. And then build improvement. We'll just put a little thing in here so we can tell that something has been built. See, here's what I want. Here we can test that thing. We'll see if we'll get a bug here. So the county data, I believe, has the correct stuff in there. We'll do county data. Whoops. Oh no, not that one bug. There's this weird thing that for occasionally my computer will start repeating keys, and it takes a reboot to fix it. So this faction is building Squigs improvement name, and then we'll put a period, and we'll do a thing here, and then we'll restart this. Yes, it is. All right, so we should just be able to let this run for a second to get to the next day. It doesn't happen on the first day. So AI Faction 1 wants to build a fishing shack and is building a fishing shack. So we know that this county data actually has the faction data in it. But it's not right. That's Cowlitz. See, it's empty. It thinks it's empty. It's so strange. Whatever. We're not going to worry about it because like I said, we can use that dictionary of factions or whatever. All right. So faction 1 is this guy, and we don't have a thing. I can't test it with this guy. The reason why I can't test it is we don't have like a conclusion if the guy doesn't have a place to run to. We need like that's the end of that faction. But so let's fix this again. What we'll do is we'll go down to this faction AI. We want faction 2. And faction 2 has too much food is the reason why they didn't build anything. So we'll restart this. There was various tests with the different factions. That's why I have these different factions, so that we can test different stuff. So we'll just start this up. We'll let a day pass. There we go. What does this say? Faction 2 is building a fisher's shack. Perfect. We can't look at that. And we're going to declare war here. Recruit you. You know, this is a bug. It just dawned on me. It shouldn't cost 500 to convert this guy from uh, an aide to a worker. We'll put this in here. It shouldn't, or to an army. It shouldn't cost 500. It shouldn't cost any in. Well, maybe it should. To convert an aide to an army, or maybe it should cost a different amount for an army versus an aide. So only the difference should be charged. I'm not going to fix that right now. I'm just going to put it in here. We'll convert it to an issue. I think in a stream a couple of days ago or weekends ago, I had like 100 issues that were open, and I was like, we're gonna try to keep it at 100. No, we're at like 150 or something. It just keeps growing. All right, so this guy's we need to spawn him. We need to declare war on this guy. We're gonna cheat. I was like, why was that so fast? It's because we're at ×8 speed. There we go. We've won. Let's look at the county improvements. Okay, there is a this is a Fisher's shack. I can't click on it. Why not? Click on this one. Oh, look, we fucked this up because I made this wider. Here's another bug. What is this going to be under? This is going to be under county improvements. The county improvements panel is too wide. It overlaps the new county info panel. We'll put that at the top here. And interesting, I can't click on that. I wonder, can I click on, whoops. Well, I don't have anything being built. Making sure I'm not getting any bugs down there. I said yes to that. This all went away. Or all went, oh look, I can select stuff through the goddamn motherfucker. Can I click on it? Sure can. Can click through county improvements panel. We haven't looked at this in a long time, so I guess it's been collecting bugs while I was away. We'll put this at the top. And I can't remember how it's supposed to act. Let's close this. Let's unpause it. Let's go back over to here. Yeah, so that was a bug. That should have immediately went over and been under construction, so that we have some other bug that has reappeared. So we have like a bunch of bugs here. County, when you build a county improvements, it should immediately show up in the county improvements panel. Right now it, I think you just have to close it. You have to close it and reopen it. I bet it also has to be unpaused. I bet you the thing is that it's getting paused. And if that's the case, I bet you that's it. And if you know what we can do, if that's the case, is we can just make that not pause. And that's like a 2-second fix. Let's see here. We're in local. Whoops, got a little too crazy. County improvements panel. Uh, process always. I bet you that's it because the game was paused and we changed how we did pause. We'll find out here. So I can't click on this. I guess that's intentional. I thought we could click on that. I can't remember. I guess it just sits here and it's being constructed. So I guess this kind of, whoops, this is kind of working as intended, except this doesn't say under construction. And it should, unless it's done. And we have no way to differentiate if this is done or not. And it probably is done because it's day 3. What is the Fisher Shack cost? Let's see here. Fisher Shack. Amount of construction. It would have taken 2 days. Let's make it like really, really take forever. We'll restart this. I should just be fixing these as I go down them, but it wasn't my intent to work on county improvements today. Let's start one over here. Whoops. I kind of do want to fix that. Yeah, it's there. I wonder, like this should be, well, whatever. Amount of construction, 0. Okay, so that's how we can tell is it has this amount of construction. So we want to wait a day here. We can speed it up a little bit. Okay. Then we can go and make sure that there's got the 5 builders, amount of construction 0. And how I want it to work, what the fuck was that? Okay, I thought I clicked through here. What I want it to do is continue working. Like the people would continue building that thing once you've taken it. So this is going to be happening here. It's got to be the pause thing. It's got to be. And I'm assuming, that the little cheat thing that we put in is still happening. Come on, win the war. Okay. Now we own this. We can look at the county improvements. So it does work. I wasn't sure. So the thing is though, is this, I can't remember. So this is like a rhetorical question. Is this county under construction improvements? For some reason I was thinking that this was assigned by faction, but it's not. So that's great. I'm glad I did it this way. Finally. I'm finally glad I did something a certain way. I want to check over here. Sometimes my chat doesn't work right. I just wanted to make sure I did what I was supposed to do. It looks like it. I keep saying there's no button feedback on this chat thing to see if it actually works. I'm trying to, yeah. Thank you for I appreciate the support. Oh, weird. That chat did not come through on OBS, but it came through here. Huh. Is this thing busted? Is this busted? Oh, there, it just, no, that was just me twice. Look at that question mark is at the front too. I definitely typed that at the end. All right, well, I will update this thing. It looks like, I don't fucking know. Something weird's going on over there too. It's part of life. All right, so we can. So right now, I guess what the only there. So this is the thing. It's gonna be. It's hard to test this stuff because I don't know what's gonna break. But winning a battle works. Whoops. Close the issue, and then building list is gonna be affected. It doesn't seem to be affected, so we'll close that issue. And then we need to add a new issue though, which is going to be what happens when a defeated faction has no more counties. So complete destruction of a faction. Man, and I feel like this is typing strangely too. There's something going on with my computer is what's happening. This computer definitely needs like a fresh install of fucking Windows. We're gonna put this next. And I want to rename select county pretty badly. So I'm going to move. This is in the list. Hopefully we can get to that today. Let's do this one next. This is we're going to have to rewrite that. We're going to have to rebuild that accept battle thing. Oh, let's do this. Should be the first one. Okay, if you go back into the same county, it asks you to declare war again. So what's happening with that is this is an army here, and we're already at war. That's why we were. So this is why we started this whole fucking chaos with this diplomatic matrix that we're gonna do. It's gonna be kind of chaos, but I can't think of a better way to do it. Sometimes I watch tutorials about stuff now. I used to watch tutorials that were I was only trying to find specific knowledge. Sometimes now, though, I just like sit back and watch a tutorial and learn something. Like the person says something, and I say, "Oh, I didn't even know you could do that with Godot." And I was hoping that I was kind of trying to look around for like better ways to do story events and better ways to do like diplomacy, but I haven't. It's hard. It's a hard thing to search because the people are, they're doing their tutorial with the keywords I'm using to search, but it's not what I want. If that makes sense. Okay, so we built this whole thing out here. This is what this whole thing was for yesterday, was to get this dictionary and then chaos. And so let's fix this dictionary. Let's use it as a name. See, this is the... Why did I... Just so dumb. It's just so dumb. So this is what we're going to do. Let's find this dictionary, which should be under faction data. And we're going to look at... It's called Faction War Dictionary. We're going to find that thing. And we're going to put in here... This needs to be false. And this is just like a test. This is just, the fuck is this? No, this was the test, but this is setting the faction ID to the entry key. I don't like this. This is ChatGPT wrote part of this. I don't like it. So what we want... We have a... So where is this at? This is faction generation. Get factions from disk. So it gets the factions from disk. It goes through every faction. And... Is it key value pair? I mean, this works. But this, I don't like this var here at all. And I couldn't figure out what it was yesterday. What the real thing is. Like, key value system collection. Shouldn't it be a Godot thing? That's what was throwing me off. Or is it the for each is a system collections? I feel like it should be a Godot collect. Yeah, system collections isn't being used. Key value pair. Key value pair. System collections dot. It doesn't know what this is. Key value pair. Whoops, not a capital V. So let's see here. Wait, is this when? Is this like really late at your the types? Okay. So, okay. Key value pair. And I want this actually, okay, I want this actually now to be a string and a bool. Okay. All right. So, is this really the best way to do this? Let me think about this for a second. Let's go back. So, I figured out another thing when I was fucking around last night, which makes my life much more happy because it makes me cry. Let's go back to our faction data. Where the fuck this is. Let's move this over. All right, I figured out that you can do this. So we want this to say string and bool. There we go. So I was getting all upset yesterday because I'm like, why doesn't it force you to put in what the fucking thing is? Oh, it's like 10. That's not bad. Like, in C#, this would force you, if it was a dictionary, it would force you to tell it. In Godot collections, they don't give a flying fuck. It's just like, yeah, put anything in there, we don't care. And I don't like that. All right, so what is this? For each one of these, war faction data, what is this thing? Add war faction data to the dictionary. War faction data. Why does this seem so strange to me? Faction ID. Okay, I see what we're doing here. It makes sense now. We want this to be faction name now, though. All right, so it's gonna go through and it's gonna add. This doesn't say add though. I guess this is just how you do it with a dictionary. I haven't fucked around with dictionaries in a long time. My other thing, I was using dictionaries like mad. Everything was a dictionary for a while and I loved it. And then I just suddenly one day stopped using dictionaries. Really, don't know why. So this is going to add this in, I guess. I'm glad this is what ChatGPT wrote. It's going to add false to that. And then this was just for a test. This was just testing to make sure that it was working because we couldn't see it in the inspector, but now we can see in the inspector. So I actually don't need, I'm going to leave that there for a second just to make sure. But let's see if this now works. Yeah, I was loving dictionaries. So I don't like trying to remember numbers. Like 6 is this faction or whatever. So that was why I was loving dictionaries for so long. But then I just found better ways to do it, different ways to do it. We don't care about that. We want to go over to here. And we want to go to here. I want to go to here. I want to go to here. Yes, this is the better way to do it. And that works. So let's get rid of this shit because I'm not going to know what that is later and I'm going to be confused. Right after I learned a new thing, I've already forgotten, or I will forget what it was before or later. All right, so we have now every faction is going to have this starting matrix. And when I keep calling it a matrix, it's because when we look at it as a player, we're going to have like a matrix of what you're at war with. You're at war with this motherfucker and you're peace treaty with this person, whatever. So it'll be like a grid. Or maybe we'll do lines pointing or something. I think lines will be chaos, though. Something will show somewhere. So this sets up this thing, and then back to what we were. The whole point of why we had to do this was when we were going to move. So if we go to player controls, wherever that has moved itself to, we're going to pin this, and let's move this over. Like the player controls, and we'll keep it in here all the time. So cancel move. This is this is great. What the fuck is this? That's beautiful. I love that. Let's get rid of it. So we go through, where are we at? Player controls. Right click on a county, move. Are we ever even hitting this? So this is what we were looking at yesterday. And I redid selected county population. No, I did not. I guess, yeah, that's, it's like the regret, you know. Now I know it was the best idea, but yeah, no, it was. And it's, all my code is going to be trash from now on because I didn't finish that idea. So, yeah. So the idea was, we kind of, how did I do this? Move selected token. We are about to declare war because you are an army. And I think this is this space is here because, didn't I move this to? No, I was starting to do that. I think we should move this to diplomacy. I swear to God, I copied and pasted something yesterday from there into diplomacy. Yeah, see, here's another spot where it's pulling the faction data, and it's there. It doesn't. There's something fucked up. It's like this is what I think is happening is that county data is wrong, is like the old county data. This is. I don't know. So let's go. I don't know what my note there really meant. Let's put this up here as well. I don't want to pin it. I just want it there temporarily. So we're gonna move. If it's not already moving, we want it to. Why are we storing this in globals? It looks like we aren't anymore. Let's just get rid of this crap. Who knows what that was? Let's get rid of it. If it's an army leader, if it's not, it just starts moving. If it is, it checks to make sure it's moving to to a county that it doesn't own. And so this is a county that it doesn't own. So we need to check if player faction, man. I feel like my this is going very slowly. I can hear my computer like huffing and puffing away over there. I'm gonna do something while it actually says I'm losing some frames too occasionally. I'm gonna do this. This is what I do whenever my computer has issues. Is I run that, and it fixes some issues. If this equals, we need to know globals instance right click currently selected county. No, it's like selected right click county. What is this thing? That out of my face. This is a select county, which makes our life easy. County data dot faction data. If it equals, oh no, that's not what we need to check. This is what we need to check here. We need, if it does not, if the player faction data is we need that faction war dictionary. We need, this is going to be kind of convoluted, but it's going to work great. This is going to go here. And we're going to go faction name. And shut up. Shut up. Don't yell at me. Look how long that is. It's great. Equals true. If it equals true, so you're already at war with this faction. This faction that is the county, you're already at war. Let's say is not true. Then we put this here and KD, you declare war. So what happens if you don't declare war? You should just start moving, I believe. What happens after you declare war? Does it start move? That's longer is a similar thing. I'm trying to think of what the actual thing is, but I can't remember what. No. I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night. I really wanted to work on this though, so I was like, even though it's a late start for me, I try to start at noon. I was like, fuck it. I have all these chores I gotta do after work, after this. All right, declare war control. I can't do it this way. Declare war control. We got it right here, actually. Yeah, so then it starts the move. I was just making sure okay. So according to my calculations, we should, if it equals false. You know what, though? Nowhere in this code do we make that true. We have not done anything to make that true. If you say yes to this, we need to now set this bool. Player declare war. Let's go into this declare war. And we'll set that bool. Declare war. They get their response. Player. So we need a new. Oh, we have it right here. We have aggressor. Do we have defender? We have both. Aggressor. War.aggressor faction data dot war dictionary dot defender war.defender faction data dot faction name dot what the fuck did I call that thing? I didn't call it anything. It's just a bool equals true. And then we need to have this exact same thing kind of here, but we want this to be defender. And this to be attacker. Aggressor. This matrix sucks. I wrote something and I don't like it. Let's go back and look at. No, this isn't running. Oh, it didn't find any integrity violations. Usually it does. Let's go to our remote here. So what I want this thing to be, it's going to work fine for now, But what I want it to be is to have multiple things in it. It's gonna, you know what it's gonna have to be? A dictionary of a public class. That's what it's gonna have to be. And right now, it's just a dictionary. So it keeps track of these bools. But what we'll do is we'll turn this into a dictionary of a public class. In that public class, we'll have a list of all the different diplomacy options. That's the key thing I was missing for that. I think I have diplomacy in here somewhere. Maybe. Diplomacy. We need to have the current war dictionary. Smile Positive, how's it going? I am coding, yes. I'm working on a 2D4X game and learning how to use Godot at the same time. The current war dictionary is just a dictionary of bools. It should be a dictionary of a public class so that it has the whole diplomacy matrix in it. There we go. I noticed one day I was like spot checking my old videos, and I noticed that when I type, my desk shakes. Do you do any coding yourself, Smile? And so like my desk shakes, so I'm doing it right now. And my camera is, on top of my monitor, and so the camera shakes, so I look like I'm like. And I tried to not do it one day. I tried to not have the desk shake when I type, but I can't do it. Okay. So we're just going to go with what that being a dictionary of bools. We're just not going to deal with that here. And now we're going to test this. This person's going to declare war. So this is right. This is still working. We're declaring war. We got it. The cheat is on. So we're going to win this battle at some point. And we can go a little faster here. Maybe. Come on. We just got to get some good rolls. Not this goes by so fast. Not that not like I can tell what's. Yep, that's great. Okay, we've won. Then we're gonna move into here again, and it did not declare war, but now I'm curious what it's gonna do. Are we gonna go to battle again? We did go to battle again, but it didn't work. Okay, so we fixed the one issue, but now we got to go to the. Well, we added in that that capability. Let's test it a different way, actually. Let's go back to, oh, look at all these bugs that I'm getting. Oh, of course I'm getting a bug. Yeah, we don't care about that right now. Let's go test this a different way. Let's declare war on the guy and then bail out of the battle, then go to a different spot and declare war. So we'll declare war on this guy. And this is all prototype graphics. Did you ever work at a FANG company at the start? No, I don't know what a FANG company is. So let's declare war. Let's pause this. Let's head back. In this, if it works how it should, I should be able to just go back here. And then let's go over to here. And I just want to see if it declares war. It does not declare war. So that's definitely what we want to do there. And then we'll look at this. Did I close that? I guess I did. This is done. We just fixed this. Or added it. Oh no, Facebook and I have a friend who worked at Amazon. She worked on a lot of the like that website stuff, I guess. Obviously it's was huge, and it burned her out on programming so much that she doesn't ever want to like do programming ever again, which kind of is a bummer because from what I understand, she's quite good at it. She doesn't even want to like talk about it. Like she doesn't even want to have um, any of that, any kind of connections at all. Not even like hobbies or anything. She knows a lot of data management stuff too. Lord Mac, how's it going? Oh man, I'm a noob myself, so I have no tips. I um I am just learning, and I don't like do this for a living. I'm an IT manager for a living stuff, for money making stuff. Man, I have so much coffee left. It's crazy. Do you have any tips for me? I don't know if I would want to do this for a living though. I talk about that a lot. Like 3 hours a day seems like enough for me for coding before my brain starts getting tired. Uh, so I guess we got to fix this bug. What is going on here? I think we're back to that same. No. What is going on here? I don't think I ever. Hmm. What's weird too is it still has this person over here. Brenda Foster's still over here. Something weird's going on. I don't remember what language she told me what language she like. It was like three or four of them. It's probably JavaScript or something. Um, but yeah, she worked for Amazon like on the high level stuff for years and years, I guess. Uh, but I think that part of the issue was the grind. Like the what do they call that in the programming um, the programming world? The crunch. That's the word I was looking for. I think it was the crunch was part of it uh, that just burned her out. And I have another friend who like used to do like music stuff, and he just one day didn't want to do that anymore. It was once again like a crunch thing, and just how people respond to it. He'd rather just work with his hands and stuff. So it makes sense to a point. Um, so I thought we kind of fixed this a little bit, but maybe we didn't. It's easy to test, luckily. So what is supposed to be happening when we go over here? Let's see, because it looks like he's not actually moving and stuff. We're getting down on this list. We're almost to the next round. And if this might require us to do some major things here, which that's okay. I want to do them anyways, but I just didn't want them today. Yeah, I don't want to, man. Even a normal job, I wouldn't want to do 12 hours or 16 hours a day. I feel like, I'm 50. I feel like I've done enough work. 30 years, 4 years, because I started working when I was 16. Seems like I've done. That's enough. My life's wasted, already wasted away. I wasted my whole existence working for someone else. As most people do. Fuck that. All right, this guy's an army leader. So when he moves to here, I just want to make sure that this goes away. It does go away, and he's over here now. We can't click on this. Let's have him retreat back, and we got to check this down here. Whoops. I'm telling you, there's something strange going on with my computer today. Yeah, and I am losing. I should have restarted. I want this up so I can make sure that the um, the morale check is happening, unless I commented out that thing there. Maybe he's at 100. All right, so then we want to go over to here. And then I guess we could have just went straight across. Go over to here. It should, yeah, something busted. This was working, where it would pick. I think it was working. When you say what do you mean, Smile? I'm not sure what you. I'm as an IT guy, I'm not on call. Well, I guess I can if I'm on call. If a disaster happens, it actually happened one stream. I was like, why is my phone going crazy? And there was some disaster. I can't remember what the disaster was, but we used to have servers at my work, and the servers were much more disaster friendly. They loved disasters. They loved issues, especially on weekends or Friday nights. Love that shit. They would, crash all just out of the blue. But once we got rid of servers and did everything, in the cloud, it reduced my after hours workload like a crazy amount. And we used to have to do Windows updates, and I would say every fifth time the Windows updates on the servers would not work, and it would cause some sort of never-ending chaos. Oh no, I just try to keep running, keep talking, keep my mouth running. I don't I don't I don't feel like I'm a good enough programmer, especially with, just in general, but also with Godot, because I'm newer to Godot. But to be teaching anyone, that's like a thing that's come up. Like, I don't do tutorials or anything. I just try to explain what I'm doing, and sometimes chat says, "Oh, there's a better way to do it, or you're doing it wrong." So that's helpful to me. Sometimes, not always. Uh, it's the confirmation bias or something. It always feels like it happens on a Friday or Saturday or something. I rebooted the server once on accident. One of the servers uh, at work in the middle of the workday, and nobody noticed. And I was like, "How did you guys not notice that?" Um, but every other time there's the slightest glitch on a weekend, you immediately notice. Nice to meet you too, Smile. Uh, awesome. Thank you for subscribing. It does on my OBS. It doesn't tell me. So I'm gonna take a break in 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to look at this. I've been rambling. So we get there. It's supposed to fire the thing. So there's supposed to be a thing that it checks to see if once the player movement, where's our player movement, gets to reach destination is what it's called. What is it? It's token movement is what it's called, is the script's name. I can remember that part here. I'm just to do this. So on reach destination, it should be checking. The fuck is my reach destination? Are you at war with the owner of the county the token just arrived at? If the token county population is army leader is false and the destination county. All right, so we actually kind of fixed this with that matrix thing we're starting. This will improve. We can change how this is. We can actually improve a couple of different things, and it's probably somewhere in here that this got broken. Or this like county, what is the error that we're actually getting? It thinks that the battle control doesn't exist. It seems like hourly battle and county, which is possible. But I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then I will be back, and we're gonna solve this in 2 seconds. Just kidding. It's gonna take the rest of the fucking night. Day. It's daytime. All right, be right back. All right, here we go. I was like had an epiphany outside, and I was like, this is the solution. And then I had whatever the opposite of an epiphany is, and thought that is not the solution. That has nothing to do with the problem. So we're gonna check and make sure. So I think what's happening in my idea that is not happening. I think we might have to rewrite this whole thing, which isn't the end of the world. So this is the thing. This battle is dumb. This battle thing is dumb. I think and I think this. I was hoping to do this later, but it might actually be just better to do it now. I think what it should be is instantiating this battle control every time. And I was also thinking about how we're going to do multiple battles or multiple people in a battle. There's got to be a way to do that. And I don't want to do it right now, but I want to make this code like kind of susceptible, ready for that change. And so so in a county, there's two sides, and then what happens if a third side joins? What is going on with that do we do another control that has you versus them? You know, the other guy too. It's going to be a strange thing to do, and I think we'd want another battle control. And what the battle control is this thing. Oh, look at this. It has somebody. These guys are doing something, even though there's nobody here. So what's failed is it's not summoning up the new guy like it was. Otherwise, this would be putting in because this guy still exists, I think, and he's still in battle mode. It should be spawning a new guy here. It should go through the check. There should be a check that's happening under our output. New battle, 2, start battle. It actually is get wrecked, motherfucker. It should. Where did we put that? Whoops. Get wrecked. On button up. Oh, that's what, all right, I'm going to change this so that I can understand. I was, having fun one day. Now I'd have fun. This is going to be spawn token button. This is when you don't own this token, so you can't select it, is what that is. Correct, motherfucker. There we go. There we go. All right, so that is not helpful at all for what we're trying to do. Does it work? Let's see if this other thing works, where we just go to a place without a leader, because that may have broken. Because I fucked with a bunch of stuff last night. It wasn't my intended. Like I said, I thought it was going to be 5 minutes of stuff. We can just go right here. I got to spawn them first. And let's see if this works at all. Okay, so it does work. Let's win this battle and see what happens if we can. If he'll run back to here. He's supposed to, but we never tested that, I don't think. We got the cheat on, so our morale keeps going back up. We're taking a long time to win this battle. A long time. Brandon Smith. Brandon, you're doing a good job. You probably would have won if we weren't cheating. What's that? What's the God is on your side thing in medieval times where God guided your hand or whatever? Jesus Christ, man, it's been 4 days. Huh. Huh. That all seems to have worked, but this is where it breaks again. So what is the deal with that? We're gonna have to track down. This is a strange one. Let's follow along the course of what's going on. So at this point, there's something going on with this battle control. I don't think we actually need to rewrite it now that I'm looking at it again. The movement, wherever the token movement is, we're just fucking looking at it. Here it is. We'll pin it. Hopefully we don't need to mess with that. So you reach the destination. This needs to happen automatically somehow. Select token equals... Okay, so I don't know what this is anymore. So let's just get rid of that note. So you reach the destination, and if you're not an army leader, you just get there. And this is checking to make sure that it's the same faction. It's your faction. It's your county that you own. We can make this a little thing, and it could return. We're not going to, but we could make that a little thing, like check for your county, and we can just call that somewhere. We can have like some utilities script somewhere that does stuff like that, and that probably would be better. Now that I think about it, is to have like some sort of utility, maybe in like globals or something, where it would just check for you, and it return a bool, true or false. But right now, it's fine. So then this is if you're not an army, it does that stuff. Else, it removes you from the starting county. It adds you to the destination county, and it updates everything. So if this is kind of strange because it could be it's not your county. Uh, so this is reach destination. Okay, so reach destination must be doing two different things now, and I just don't remember. So get rid of all this stuff, temporary or hopefully forever. So when it moves, it just gets to the move. I wonder why I didn't have this in reach destination. Why don't I have move false in reach destination? Let's put it here and then watch the whole fucking thing break. It seem like that should just be in there? Move equals false. And the destination county is the token's destination. Are you at war with the owner of the token that has just arrived? Are you at war with the owner of the county the token just arrived at? This is not checking that though. This is just checking. This is strange. This is another strange thing. This is just checking if you own the county and if you're not an army leader. It obviously is working for. Is county part of war? There's some strange stuff. This is written strangely. All right, start move. All right, so the destination county, the select county, this token, it's telling you where it's starting at. It's assigning the destination county to this thing. It's assigning it to the token. It updates all its activity to moving. The target of where it's actually moving to is assigned here. Check if it's retreating. So the check if it's retreating, we need to do that. The select county, county faction date. What do you mean? I haven't thought of a name that much for this. It's so far down the road. Get instance county parent. So this is this is strange too. That's there is a lot of the thing that I was thinking about the other day is in reality, like these there isn't really much to a 4X game. I mean, there's a ton of shit to it, but you got like your research panels and stuff, and it's just like a few different things that you do. You only have like five different things that you actually do, but each one of those five things has like 500 things below it. So like moving these heroes around and getting into wars is like one of the major things, and having that work right. It's kind of crazy. Um, this is a I'm not sure why I did this way. So it's checking the battle count, and if it's greater, so if this, okay, I do know what this is. Let's put a comments in here. Check to see if the starting county has battles, and if it does, it should end the battle because the token is retreating, I think. And then this end battle, it unsubscribes from the hourly check. It removes the battle from the battle. These things are in combat is turned off. That all looks great. And then it hides something. It hides the battle control, which is this thing. So that all seems okay. So how do we get to this? And why isn't it liking what's going on? So token movement. So it checks if it's retreating. And then this is moved. Token movement is true. All right, that makes sense. It's going to start the movement. This should be fine. It starts a movement. Movement, it goes until it reaches the destination. Reach destination's way down here. What did this code say over here? It should say reach destination county population. Sort of sick. William, token destination 1. William, token destination 1. Where did I send this guy? That is 1. All right, man. Hope you feel better. I also hope I make progress today. I'm not very I started late. I'm also tired. I just stayed up late. So I don't, some days you kind of just grind. Haven't even finished my coffee. Uh, so let's see here. I think it has something to do with this. This is strange. How does it declare a war? How does it start a battle? Ever? Okay, so here's where it add to destination county is where it checks for all these wars and shit. I assumed it would be done in reach destination, but I guess I put it all in this add to destination county. Maybe we should break that into two things so it's more clear. So what is it? Yeah, let's do that when we'll solve while we're solving this issue. So we have two things happening here. This just checks if it's an army and if you own the faction. If it's not an army, it should go to here and it's added to the destination. If it is an army, or if it's not your faction, it should do different stuff. But the problem I see with this is or. If you're not an army, if you aren't, let's say you're not an army, but you're going to another place. Yeah, we need to break this add to destination county into multiple parts. This little clusterfuck, this big clusterfuck needs to be broken into parts. So let's think about this from the first part. The first part is being that you reached add to destination county. You are not an army leader, and you're not an army leader. So you're just an aide, like a diplomat, going to another county. Add to destination county token. This is right. This is going to happen regardless. So this is something, it doesn't matter if you're what you are, this will always happen. This is adding a token button. That will always happen. If is army leader is false, it's adding you to the hero destination box. Update current activities to idle. Check for battles. Is retreating equals false. All right, so let's do this. Add to destination county. Because we already checked for this. Let's make this that long. And then we're going to have another one. So this will, because this applies to everybody. These ones apply to everyone. And then we'll have attack county. And we'll have visit county. Coid, visit county. And then, so then we'll get rid of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this reach destination into probably, I guess, a switch or something that will have 3 different options or 4 different options depending on the different things. And they will run the different things. Because I think this is part of the problem, is this is pretty convoluted. And in fact, someone in chat, like when I was looking at this like a couple weeks ago, said there's got to be a better way to do what you're doing. And I agree. I agree that there does. So if it's not an army leader, it's just a visitor. So we're reparenting the token to the destination county heroes box, which there's 2 different boxes on here. That's what these things are. These are H boxes, so there's 2 different ones. So we're reparenting it there. Let's rename this. We haven't done anything with it. Hero visiting county. So we don't need this, but we need this to go down here. This is a hero. Add to destination, hero visiting county. But this is, okay, I see why this is this way to a point. But I don't think we want to have it this. I think we're going to want to have this to be a switch. So this is basically saying, yeah, this is very strangely done. You know, it's not strangely done. It worked for what it was worth at the time. but it's no longer gonna, it doesn't work. Let's get rid of this. It doesn't work with its current thing. So the first thing we want to check is this your county? Do you own this county that you've moved your guy into? If you own the county, there should be another check in here. Are you an army, or are you, do we have, this is in token movement. So token movement, we can just get parent. Oh, we have token here somewhere. Token is army leader is equal to false. We're gonna break this down completely, and then we'll try to make it better afterwards. We'll make ChatGPT do it, like I said. So first off, it's checking: is this your county? Are you an army leader? No. Add hero to visiting county. Hero visiting county reparents this. We need to add it to a list. We need to add it to a list. We need to update these things. And we need to hide the token. These three things happen with everyone as well. So we'll create a new, actually, does it? Go back. It doesn't happen. The token hide happens to everyone. So we can put that in reach destination, wherever the fuck I've lost it. Reach destination. The token is hidden regardless. It always hides the token. So we can put this at the bottom of reach destination. And these activities do change depending on what. This actually happens to all of them, so we can put this to it here. This is going to be so fucked up. When we run this again, there's going to be so many bugs. This is different, though. See, this is updating it to idle. This would be idle for these guys. We could probably just write a new thing called update token activity, except I have that somewhere else. Activity, I don't know, here. And we'll put these in here, and we'll go update. See, it's kind of lame. Fucking do it. These are no, I guess that's update current activity. That's fine. All right, so back to our thing here. If this is equal to your own thing and you're not an army, you go to here. It's removed from the starting county. It's added to the destination county. The hero is visiting the county, which should apply to, because there's a different list. Oh, actually, though, that list, destination county, let's look at county data real quick. I think that there is visiting hero. Okay, so there's 3 different lists. The hero county list. If you are going to your own county, where is this shit? Token movement. We'll put this over here too. if you're going to your own county, you're actually not visiting. You are in a different list. You're not visiting. You live there. You're there. Uh, so we'll call this Hero Reached County, and that will reparent it, and it should add it to a list. Do I have this weird shit in here? Yeah, here it is. See, we're checking that thing again. We're checking the same faction thing again in this reach destination. So we at this point we'd already checked that, but we checked it again, and so here are there we go. So whoops. So this I was trying to save it and I hit X. So this is going to reparent it, but then we also need private void hero visiting county, and we need that to go to here, and then we need this to go to here. Get this shit out of here. The destination needs to be -1 for everybody. So we can put this in reached destination down at the bottom. Everybody should have their destination set to -1. That's like our null for this int, so it doesn't have a destination assigned anymore. That happens to every token gets that when it gets to here. I have a feeling this control update everything should also be in reached destination at the bottom. Like I said, oh look, we have it. We had it in 2 different spots. Oh. What is this crap? Okay, so this is attacking the county. We're attacking the county, but we have 2. So we're going to need another one here called private void army reached county. I think what I was trying to do is reduce the, like have all these checks so that there was less code, but it's too convoluted over there. This shit can go. So this needs to go up here. And then we need to add, we never had it, there's no army list. We're putting it in the H box, there's no army list. There's no army list. I don't know why I've said that 16 times in a row, but I find that quite strange. Okay, so I guess we were just doing it with these 2 lists. So this is going to be, let's go back to here. Hero County list. Army reached county. It's this. And then we're going to do this army attacking county. I don't know what this check for battles bullshit is. We'll look at it in a second. And this we can just set this at the bottom of reached. We can hide it. If it's retreating, we can set it to false for every token that comes in. It doesn't matter. What is this check for battles bullshit? I do remember I commented this check for battles thing out and the whole thing imploded. Look at this. Okay, so it had yes. Why didn't I just put this at the top? It's checking it here, or it's changing it here and here. All right, let's go back through this because I think I've just added 45,000 things in. Let's put this this. Let's go through, because now I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Look at all these different things we got going. Add to destination county. Remove from starting county. So we get, the movement gets to here. I was looking at how much time had passed. It's kind of a lot for this little part. It does reach destination. Reach destination. Let's put this kind of in order as well. I don't know why. Can I make you smaller? There we go. Why does this look different today? We're going to cut you. We're going to put you here. And so when it reaches the destination, it turns off the token movement. The move token is false. We know that. It tells us what, then it tells us where we got. The destination county is assigned here, which seems to be something that we're using up at the top of this script. We have it at the top of the script. If this equals, if the destination county is equal to the same county you're in, and this is not an army. That's what we're doing here. We're going to need an else in here. We want this to remove from starting county. But this happens regardless, so we don't actually need this. We can cut this here. We're always going to remove it from the starting county. My question is how does it know what what we're removing? Let's look at remove from starting county. Starting county equals that. If it's not your county, you're removed from the hero list. And if it is your account, or if it is your county, you're removed from the hearing. All right, I guess that's fine. It's simple, and it's right. But we need to run that regardless. So it doesn't need to be in two different spots. And it looks like we're gonna have that. I'm fixing my pant leg. Sometimes my pant leg goes over the top of my whatever. You don't give a shit. Reach destination. Remove from starting county applies to all of them. So we can do that. We might actually want to do this at the bottom. I'm going to put a little note in this. We might want to do this at the bottom. When we have a bug in 5 minutes from now, I'm going to wonder why. So we don't need that there because it happens to all of them. In fact, let's just move this to the bottom. Okay. So if it's the army leader is false, it's added to the destination, hero reach county, update token activity, perfect. Then we're going to, if it is an army leader, we're going to add to destination county, right? No. What does add to destination county do? It adds the token. Everybody needs to have that happen. So this doesn't need to be, we can also have this over here. Did I just like move everything out and put it all back in? I think I did. I'm trying to get it down to where we're only doing like one check for everything. So we don't need this add to destination county. So we do need hero reach county, and we need update token activity. But update token activity, this is idle. Let's just rename this because that's going to be different than the other one. And maybe we'll want to just put in like a thing that says whatever, but this is kind of strange. Like we have this, what does this update token activity over here do? Current activity, update current activity, void, update next activity, string activity, give me this, county population, there we go. And I very vividly remember saying, oh, we'll do that later. We'll do this later. And later is now. Later is now. So I don't actually think we need this anymore. Let's get rid of this. That's perfectly fine that we'll update those. And we need those separate because sometimes we don't update the next one. All right. We're doing something. Is this what refactoring code is? All right. So here I reached county. And it updates its activity. Then the else, if this is an army, but once again, it's going into the same army reached county. And then we're going to update activity. I don't need to type this shit in. It's going to be idle. In this particular case, it's going to be idle, but there's going to be a case where it's not idle. So this can't happen to all of them. Because if your army goes into your own faction, it just sits there, it's idle. And this is the heroes thing. So if this is not your county, if you're going into another county, and if you're not an army, you're going to be hero visiting county, and then your token is going to be idle. Probably we will probably need to change this to what the token occupation does. For example, if the token is a diplomat, then the activity will be diplomating. That's not really what it would be, but that's just for fun. Like I always say, I have to keep amusing myself, or I won't. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here is that needs to be there. All right. So then if it's not an army, or if it is an army, because this is going to put it in the visiting list, I hope. Hero visiting, and it reparents it to, it always reparents it to the heroes H box, which we're going to kind of change that. The thing I kept complaining about earlier, where I was like, this needs to be on the other side. That's going to be changed later. But it adds it to the visiting list. So that's this. So we're kind of like rearranging stuff, but I'm hoping it's in a much more readable and easy to understand way. And like I said, I'm going to put this in ChatGPT afterwards and say like, hey, can you make this look cleaner? And see what it comes up with. So if it is a leader, though, or if it is an army, it needs to attack the county. So, no, wait, it doesn't. Okay, this is weird. I just thought of something. What if an army goes to a place and they're not at war? Right now, they shouldn't be able to do that. You have to move an army into a spot. You have to be at war. An army into a place that's not yours. You have to be at war. Uh, if you say no, you can't move it in there. So you have to be at war with the person to get to this reach destination. So if it's an army leader and it gets to the place, we're going to do army attacking county, and then we're going to do these things, but we're going to I'm surprised they don't have a thing that says like in combat. I mean, I know I do. What is it? Yeah, I have combat in here. I'm going to search for that. Actually, we'll put combat here and then we'll search for it. Get wrecked? No, thank you. I want this one. Handle battle. Where the flying fuck is this? This is in token movement. Handle battle. All right, so handle battle, where are you at? How do we get to handle battle? What the fuck is this? Check for battles. Army attacking county. It's checking for battles. Why? Why is it checking for battles? I like to check occasionally on my... so I use OBS for streaming, but I occasionally like to check actual YouTube to make sure I'm getting all the messages and stuff. Same with earlier today, I wasn't getting messages from Twitch. I am now, though, because I stream to both YouTube and Twitch. So check for battles. If the token is retreating, it doesn't check for battles, I guess. It just bails out. Why did we need it to check for battles if it's retreating? So the AI uses this script as well. The token movement is used for the player's token and the AI's token. So the AI token, which kind of makes this dumb. It makes this stupid. This is wrong then. Because this is only checking the player. That could be part of our issue right now. So let's get rid of this. We can do this. This is easy. Boom. Is the token's faction equal to the county's faction? And I say that this is easy, but this could cause all sorts of chaos. But county population dot faction data. Do we have any other player faction data in here? Not there. I just want to search in here. Player faction, fuck you. Player faction data current document. It has the red thing. So I think that will solve. I'm surprised that we didn't have other. Who knows? That could have been causing issues forever, and I could have been battling it and not even noticing. So I'm kind of, I guess we're just, let's go back to this check for battles, but we're going to need to run this wherever the fuck check for battles is. Army attacking county, army reached Army attacking county. All we do is check for battles. I wonder why we needed this is retreating. So the guy you beat the AI. He comes running back, and if he's retreating, he doesn't check for battles. Why? Why isn't he checking for battles? Because what happens if he retreats into a battle? You know what I mean? Like, so when our movement, I actually did a test. I did a little bit of math. The token movement on this map is 20 times too fast. So because if a person's walking, I did a little bit of math between here to here, and our tokens move 20 times too fast. So they're going to be crawling to get to here. So it'll take a very long time. It takes like an hour for it to get there right now. It should take 20 hours for you to walk from here to here. And that doesn't include, camping and resting and stuff. So make it 40 hours to get to here. So lots of things could happen in that time. So I don't like this code. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking here. I think this is just some quick fix for some issue, which isn't gonna fly. And since we are redoing stuff, let's make this work. Wonder why I did it this way. In this, we can fix now because we have that matrix. We don't need to check for every faction. What we do need, yeah, we might be able to even get rid of is retreating. Is county part of war? What is this thing? Where are we checking this? Okay, it's in here. All right, so I think what we got to do first is just make sure that all of this craziness that I just did works without any armies. Just to move around a token, aid type token, which is the leader here in this particular case. So we might even get bugs just running it. No, we're not gonna make him. We're just gonna spawn him. Let's see if he can move to a county we already own. All right, so he's here. We should be able to click on this. There he is. His name's Jack Washington. What an American name. Now he should be able to move to here. And we should be able to click on this, and he's Jack Washington's here. And let's just have him move to another one of these. Yeah, let's just move him around a little bit. Okay, so Jack Washington can move everywhere. Then we're going to go back to here. Or we could click on this. We're going to turn him into an army leader. Now, this is where things are getting a little strange. We're going to declare war. And we get this bug, which is actually okay because I think we got other... We can clean up how this is happening. I think something else is... This is a bigger issue that we got to address here. List UI element. We don't need that. Possible building control. County info control. County improvement control. Save county buttons. This isn't even on this scene. County resources auto load. Top bar control. Why are you up? Battle control we need. Random faction color. We don't need that. Alright, so back to our token movement. When the army reaches... When an army reaches the destination, we have attack county, and it's currently just has this check for battles thing. Don't we have... We already have this here. We already know what is token a select county? Yeah, token is a select token. Why do we have this check for... Yeah, we could have just done this. Why are we checking for battles? And I remember I fucked with this and it caused chaos. And it used to have a different name, and I renamed it for check for battles because it made more sense. But now it's still. It does need to check for battles, but the retreating part. So if someone's retreating, like I said, they could run into another battle. I guess they can't at this particular. I guess they can't at this particular. Can they? Hmm. So this is what I'm trying to imagine: is you win the battle, the guy runs to here. Could there already be a battle happening? And there could if you had two things spawn. So if you had an army here and an army here, and this or whatever, and this army's fighting here, and this army's fighting here, and this guy starts to retreat. This guy retreats from here into here, and there's already a battle. The hero needs the hero could what happens in that case? So the retreating hero gets to this battle that's already happening, and we don't have the ability. We don't have it coded in at all right now. For that hero to join, so it would be one hero versus two heroes. What it would happen is we want it to uh, dissolve. I'm trying to think of what we do want it to do. So if he gets there, we don't have a way currently even coded into the game yet to unspawn a hero. The heroes are always, once you've spawned a hero, you're stuck with that hero for the rest of your life. You can never unspawn it. So there's two different ways that heroes work. If they're in like this part, then doesn't necessarily, if this is checked, that means that they've been spawned, but they don't necessarily need to be spawned. You could recruit them and they can just sit there, and we're gonna have them be able to do other stuff in a county that without them being spawned. So you only spawn them when you want them to move, uh, move around. So we're gonna want to have that spawn, that unspawn button work. So let's say the guy is retreating, and even in this very simplistic version of of battle, it could happen where somebody's retreating back and gets to a county that's already in war. And in this particular case, he would retreat back, and we would want him to look for another. We'd want him to check to try to run away again. That's the first thing we'd want to do. So, an army is attacking. No, we shouldn't. So this shouldn't be called Army as Attacking County. We're gonna rename this to Army, uh, Moving Reached. No, it's not. It's not hostile either necessarily. Why is this red? Is it? Do we already have a thing called it? We do. Okay, let's go back to this. So under reach destination, this is going to be. This is kind of fun. A lot of times when I'm dealing with these bugs, oh look at this motherfucking thing. Uh, a lot of times when I'm dealing with these type of bugs, it's incredibly painful. But this one's actually kind of fun. So in this particular case, if it's not ours and it's an army, it attacks. If So remember, the AI is going to use this too. It's going to just add it in there. If so, the retreating right now, what would happen is if this thing's retreating, it's going to just add it into the thing. It's not going to have it join the battle or anything, which is fine. So this is if it's the same faction, it will just add it in if there's already a battle there. And that's fine for now. So this army attacking county, at least I think that's what's going to happen. Army attacking county is going to be if you're an army and you're going into a place that is not your faction you are attacking. So let's go back to this attacking. Where the fuck did that thing go? Army attacking county will move up to here just temporarily. I mean, to here, and then we're gonna move this. Check for battles. I think check for battles was something that worked, but I don't think we actually needed it. Well, maybe it will make sense, and in the next 5 minutes, I'll be like, oh shit, we do need that. Speaking of 5 minutes, I'm going to take a quick break. This is a perfect time here. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. And there we go. Be right back. Look at that kitty. All right, I'm back. And let's see here. We didn't get to anything I wanted to get to. I guess that's not true. We got to some stuff. I'm going to fix my music that you guys can't hear. I'm going to put on something different. Yeah, we could listen to this thing that you guys can't hear. Okay. I guess. Damn it. There's this one band called Mother Mother that I listen to, and there's like 2 albums that are labeled the same that somebody uploaded, and one of them's trash. It's like the trash version. I guess that's what we'll listen to because I don't know where the other album went to. Okay. So we don't need to check for this anymore. Maybe we do. I would like to not check for that anymore. Whoops. But we won't. Yeah, this is unlistenable. I can't. It blows my mind that like you can't like report music that has been uploaded. It happens all the time where music has been uploaded to YouTube that is just a trash version. All right, so this is what we're doing here. We need to check for battles, I suppose. So what it's doing? So check for battles makes sense because if there's no battle there, it needs to create one. But we made this matrix thing, so we don't need to go through all the wars anymore. Instead, we're going to go if token dot faction token dot county population dot faction data. Let's hope that that's the right faction data. Faction war dictionary. Nope. That's not what we need. We need, what do we know at the top of this? What is going on up here? Hero reached, oh, it's because, oh, yeah, it's, don't worry about that, Josh. You're freaking out over nothing. What do we have? We just have target, token, and destination. Okay, so we need to know, check for battles. We have this faction dictionary. We need to check if our destination county is at war. So we have destination county here. Equals true. The thing is, it's always going to be at war at this point. Oh, we can go. No, it's not the county. We needed a faction data dot faction name to go in here. What is your problem? Yes. This is very long again. We could probably put this down here so we can see the whole thing. So so at this point though, we know because of the stuff we did up here, we know that it has, because of these checks, we're attacking. We know we're at war. There's no way that you can get to it with an army. There's no way you can get to the faction or to the county, to an enemy faction county without declaring war on it. So we already know we're at war. Let's just get rid of all this shit. Let's just get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. There we go. We already know we're at war. Actually, I want to look at this. Go back to here. What does this do? Is county part of war? Man, this was convoluted before. Let's comment this out, just so I can reference it in a second here. Then we're gonna go Is county part of war? We're going to bring this up to the top so I can look at this. Because it seems to me... So this is checking and it's returning a bool. So it's checking like, is this token at war with this thing? But we already know that it has to be at war at this part. At this point, we already know that this. So how we set this up this time is it can't get there. It's attacking. There's no other. If it's an army leader, if it's not an army leader, it just goes there. If it's an army leader and it's on your same thing and it's there, you cannot go into a place without being at war with it. So this is attacking. We know that it's at war. So we don't even need this shit anymore either. We'll comment this out. I used to like not do, like I used to just not have little like break these up like this, but sometimes I've noticed that I want to just delete, uncomment some stuff, and it's easier to do if I just break each method up, even though these are all ugly and shit. Yeah, it's not gonna have no effect. So, how do we attack? Handle battle is the next thing that we would be on. So let's go to this handle battle and take a look at what this thing. Update the current activities to combat. We're doing that up here now. We're setting up a new we'll get rid of this, see if any bugs appear. So we're the destination county. Then we start a battle. Now let's see what that does. I don't think it's going to work. I think we got some other issues running around in here. I think it's back to this the battle control thing. We may have to rewrite that. I actually have more time today than I had yesterday. Yesterday I actually had stuff I had to do on a Saturday. So let's turn this guy into an army leader. See, we're going to keep a close eye on this bug thing. We're going to go in here. So you cannot go into another place without declaring war. And we get this bug. Pause. Let's see what this bug is. It's like, hey, we don't know what this is. All right, so this is a bug that, is happening. This is why we went through and did all that shit. So the battle control, it doesn't know what this is, I think, is the issue. Let's check our county scene to make sure we still have the battle control. And this is here. And it's here. So that should be okay. Let's check the remote and just double check that this, I don't know which one we went into, Douglas. No, we went into Tillamook. We have a battle control in here. So that's not because that was an issue a while ago. County attacker, select token, county population, county defender. So I think what we're having here is, let's go back to this bug. Hourly battle in county. Battle control 81. So did this hourly battle get printed? It did, and it happened twice. And that's why we have two bugs here, because I couldn't pause it fast enough. So the battle control looks like it should be having two select tokens, the attacker's token and the defender's token. So that needs to be assigned at some point. Let's see if we can close down one of these things. Faction AI, there we go. Oh, you're not going to come over here yet? The banker we don't need. There we go. County defenders select token. So when we do our attack, we have this added to battles, and then when it would start battle, we have all this strange shit going on here. So did start battle happen? It did. Removed token from starting county, added to destination county. Select county name is Tillamook versus the county population location. That was just like a check we had a while ago, which we don't need to look at anymore. Here we go. We don't need this anymore. Oh no, this is a different one. Okay, update token textures. We might need these later. Going through buttons. We don't need that stuff right now, though. And then we're at hourly battle. So, if we go back to map editor, we don't need that. County generation, we don't need that. Start battle is under battle control. So battle equals current battle. So we passed that in. We made a new battle, which battles currently just have the location. I think that needs a major rewrite. Where is this fucking battle control thing? Let's pin that here since we know we're going to be doing this. The select county is going to be the get parent, get parents. So that should be battle control, get parent, Tillamook, whatever, that's fine. The attacker's army. For each attacker's county population and select county population, it's going to go through and it's going to see if the army leader equals true and if the token, hey, you know what we didn't check? Did this thing spawn one? I don't think it spawned one. Let's look at that. I think that could be part of the problem. It's the defender's whoever's getting attacked is supposed to immediately spawn him an army, and I think maybe that's not getting. Maybe that's not happening because that would be a problem. When we say yes, okay, it is. And then he moves down there, and he's supposed to be down here. So something's going wrong there. We can pause this. We don't need that running. So the first thing we got to fix is why isn't the guy, when he gets to his destination, we need it to have... we need to have some stuff happen. And I think this might solve actually our problem. First, we need it to... Like the hero visiting, we need to have the army visiting. Did I write one of those already? I feel like I did. Oh, I moved a bunch of shit around. Army reached county. Army reached county needs to be... okay, so it's not... We need this, but it needs to be different. That's why we have an issue here. We need to have... We're going to reparent this button to the Army's HBox, which is correct. Then we need this to be visiting whatever that list is. I can't remember what it is. It's I just looked at it 2 seconds ago. Visiting population list. All right, so that was part of the problem is we didn't have this in here. So let's go back, restart this fucker, and let's see what that did. That actually could have been a major problem that we just solved. Hey, there's Matt Carl. And we're going to go here. Okay, and so he wasn't getting added to the list. So then let's see what happens after this. We still have the cheat on where we went. I'm out of coffee. I got to drink water now. Let's click on this and see what happens. It's still working. Okay, and he got to his destination. We've won. So let's attack him again. It didn't ask us to declare war. Okay, so what happened there? Who's this guy? Oh, look, we like spawned another hero and stuff. Oh no, we spawned her twice. She never got removed the first time. I think we actually just like solved like half our problems by rewriting all that stuff instead of it being like this convoluted web of what's going through and double checking stuff and et cetera, et cetera. I think it made it a lot simpler to go down that list and have it check at the beginning and then run these other things. It was like that guy in chat. There's got to be a better way than all these if-then statements. Like this is still got to let it. So before it was like if, you know. This probably, like I said, could be a uh, switch of some kind, but let's leave it there for now. Okay, we need another thing to happen though, and this is part of the problem. Is we won. Something is happening here. We immediately attacked again, which I've actually never done so far. So that's what we got some issues there. Let's break this down into smaller pieces of things we know that have worked. And we're no longer checking against the player faction data, so that's another thing. All right, let's make this an army. Let's move this to a, what, we got to spawn them. One of a county we already own to make sure that works. It does. Let's attack this guy, which doesn't. So what it checks for is there an army? Is there already a leader here? Heather Sanders is here. There's no leader here. We should still be able to attack this, and it should spawn, and it did. It should spawn like the person who's the best fighter. Rose Murphy is the best fighter in the place, and then we're gonna fight them, and we'll see if they retreat as they should. Then we're gonna have this is gonna be another issue though. There's gonna be 2 heroes in there, and we don't have a check for that. Like what happens if there's 2 heroes? 2 armies. There's 2 armies in there. So I guess we got to write that too. I was trying to avoid doing that with this round of. Okay. So currently Rose Murphy is here. But this is how this works. Once she gets to this destination, it will take her out of here. She's not there. Okay. So for some reason, a war happened. Rose Murphy declared war. It was an unexpected betrayal. Why did Rose Murphy declare war or go to battle here? She was taken out of here. Rose Murphy is... Oh, it says Rose Murphy's ours. But Rose Murphy is not ours. Oh. Weird. So we can't click on other. This is why I was like, oh, this is ours. Is we can't click on other faction heroes. We only can click on ours. And this actually has that we have Francis who's selected, and he's lit up here. Gold means they're selected. So we got another issue too. We have multiple issues. There should be 2 armies here, and it's only showing 1. And we never attacked in here. Actually, Heather was never spawned, so it is showing only 1. But for some reason, Rose is now ours. So what the hell was that? Why when we why would that person be assigned to us? So the first thing we're gonna have to check, I think, is when we got there. Let's see. Did they? Maybe there's something in there where it's when we're spawning that person, they're being assigned to our faction, which I could totally see happening. So let's recruit this person. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Let's just go straight across. We don't have pathfinding in. I've actually written it already, but okay. So this person has been, and we can't click on them. Catherine Mitchell. So they aren't getting assigned to us, and I can't click on them. So yeah, and each time I click, it's doing this thing. You don't own this, so you can't select it. So that's correct. So what? At what point? Dorothy Stewart is our person. They're gonna go down, and then let's see. We can't click on Dorothy Stewart. So then this is on the wrong side again. That's just don't worry about that. We're gonna fix that eventually. Dorothy Stewart. So at what point does Dorothy Stewart get assigned to us? I think it's when we capture this county. It's assigning. I don't know why it would do that, but maybe I wrote that in there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, so it's when we capture the county, I think. I don't remember. I think it's called Capture County. County captured. In battle happens. County captured. County dictator is our new thing that we wrote yesterday or the day before or the last weekend. I think it was yesterday. The selected county equals the winning faction data. Here it is. Here's the problem. It goes through the county population list, and it assigns all of the people in that county are assigned to us now. Eventually, we're going to change how that works, but everybody's in here. So the problem is actually not here. It's that we never removed that person when we spawned the person. When we spawn we pick the person with the best combat and cool, and then we spawn them to defend. They're still in the county population list, and they shouldn't be. They should be in their hero list. So let's go fix that. Who knows where the fuck that is, though? I don't think it's... There is some sort of check that we have army flees, random move, find faction owned neighbor county, in battle, attack, button up. Where do we do that? So that's going to be when we right click. So player controls, when we right click on a county, oh, you know, this is in a weird spot too. I guess we're going to have to run into this again later. I'm not even sure. Let's put it under war here. Yeah, I was way overly optimistic again today. If we are already at war with a faction and we start our move into a county, it needs to check to see if there is a defending army. If there isn't, then it needs to spawn one. So we need to we actually should probably, so how we're doing it now is when we declare war, it just spawns one. and that's probably not. That's actually not. We don't want it that way. Holy shit! This thing just keeps getting longer and longer. Right now, when we declare war, it checks, but we need it to happen when we start our move. Okay. Man, another half hour has flown by. So that sidetracked what. Okay, so we need to go back to where it's spawning, where it's doing this check, which I have no idea where that is. Defender spawns armies. Check for defenders. All right, so it checks if the loyalty is high. Everyone has 100 loyalty right now, but at some point they won't. So it checks it just checks to make sure that they have enough. And if it is, they it does this. But where are we? If there's a faction leader, then it makes them the county. So it goes through the whole. It goes through the hero list. If it's greater than 0, if there's already, so this is checking like, is there already a hero in here? If it is, turn one of them into the thing. If it's not, it's gonna go through and it's gonna do all this shit with the possible defender. Right now, it just picks the top one and it goes. Change to army needs to. Here's the problem: it adds it to the hero list, but it never removes it. County data, county population list. Remove this. So it never removed it. Do we want that? I think we want it like that. So that was part of the problem. Like the more, the more complicated it comes, the more convoluted my code becomes. But at the same time, I need to occasionally go through and make the code less convoluted. And what I just did, what we did today, I think has really improved some of the shit we were having happen here. All right, so let's make sure that this person is removed from their list. It should have happened at this point. They shouldn't be in the county population, so they shouldn't be added to our faction. We just gotta wait to win the battle. I mean, I could speed up time. I need to put in some hotkeys on my keyboard. All right. So over here now, we cannot click on these. Johnny, I thought it said Thunder. Johnny Turner. Okay, but Teresa White should have been removed. Well, is she there? Yeah, she should have been removed by now. Because we're Johnny Turner. Teresa White was never removed from. So there's a duplicate of her. Wonder why that happened. I'm surprised this didn't have repercussions for a lot longer. I'm surprised this didn't have all sorts of repercussions, that this was wrong. This didn't have this removed from the population list. So let's think here. In this particular case, she's an army that is moving. She was moving to a county that she was friends with. That's her county. Army reached county. Reparent add. Okay, so we need to have it when it leaves. No. Army reached county. It's weird. Let me check something. Army reached county. Were we leaving? Because I didn't check this. Were we leaving a copy of this person behind everywhere we went? We weren't. So this is Army reached county. At least I believe it is. GD print. Army reached county. Oh, my lights just flashed. Token dot county population dot first name. Let's make sure that we're getting the right thing, and then we'll fight a battle with the person, and the person should be, I don't know where we're removing this stuff, but it's obviously not right. Well, let's just look here real quick. Remove from starting county is the problem, obviously. Remove from token from starting. Well, we restarted it. We can't look at our old code there. Yeah, it should just be removing it right here. Starting county. Is this faction thing still being thrown off, maybe? All right, let's make sure that Catherine Perry here, is that Katy Perry? Is getting this removed from starting county there. Remove token from starting county. Oh, I didn't make them. Reach destination, Catherine. I didn't make them an army, did I? Catherine Perry. Oh, look, there's a bug. We should be able to turn this person into an army. Oh, they already are an army. Oh, yeah. Okay. Somehow I clicked through this, didn't I? I did. I clicked through this fucking thing. God damn it. So many click-through issues. It's just never ending. Clicking through the selected hero panel. It's a never-ending fucking issue. I fix one, 6 more appear. I guess we'll just put this at the top over here. Definitely not getting to that today. All right, so we're already a hero, or I mean an army. My phone keeps lighting up, and I don't know what its issue is. What did I type in? Remove? No. Remove from starting county. Remove token from starting county. County population. Let's just make sure that we have everything we need there. So it got there. Let's win this war. That's the thing. The comment I just put in isn't going to show up. and it wasn't a duplicate. It was getting removed. So I wonder why this is. There's a flaw in my logic somewhere in my if-then statements. Let's speed this shit up. Okay, so remove token from starting county. Oh, we're way down here now. Remove token from starting county. Army reach destination. Reach destination county population is Melissa. Melissa, we can't select her, but she's still over here. So something is not happening. You know what it could be is they're getting removed, but this isn't getting deleted. No, we're clicking around, so it would have been deleted at this point. Can I look at this player faction thing? This is gonna be under. So they're in Tillamook, and they should be in this VBox container. That's not actually what we want to look at, though. We want the. We need to click on this one, I guess, first. This is Douglas. So this is a single panel that does, it just gets updated with the information. So it's not player UI, county info panel, margin, selected heroes, hero VBox container. Faction leader texture. Catherine Perry, Melissa Morgan, and we're clicked in here. This is Douglas. See, and then this is going to update. So it's definitely updating. Joan Baker, Melissa Morgan. She's still in a list somehow. And I feel like it's somewhat related. Like maybe this is happening. Remove from starting county. This is once they reach the destination, it's removing from the starting county. In their county faction token, this stuff should equal. And I think we would have gotten a bug, and we're not getting any bugs. So what is the issue here? They're not a part of our faction. When does this remove from starting county happen? Add to destination county. I think we would have gotten a bug that would have said, they're not in there or something. Add to destination. I wonder if her destination or her location or something was off. Remove token from starting county. We didn't have that. Let's see. What that says, we just gotta go defeat them again. I guess I can speed up time. We gotta defeat them again. Speed it up. Whoops. I mean, I guess that's fine too. Go to 1 once we've defeated them. Having some bad rolls. Come on, sucker. Okay. So, what is this person's name? Steve? Steven Russell. Remove token from starting county. Reached destination. Remove token from starting county. Reach destination county population. Add to destination county. Reach destination county population. This is in a terrible spot. We cut that. Oh, I guess it's not in a terrible spot. It's saying that it we'll do it like that. And then the token destination is 1. And that is 1. This is 1. And then Army reached county, Stephen. Add to destination county. Making sure that we got everything we need here. Then it changes their location. Remove from starting county. I feel like maybe this is still the problem. I'm trying to think of a way we could look at Steve's stuff here. I think he's in a list. He's in 1. Sorry, I'm laughing. The follow notification startled me. I don't know if you guys could even hear it, but I don't think you could. Lolf, how's it going? I am good. I got startled. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way we can look at this person's stuff. There's a county here. Yeah, that's not. I wonder if we could change. Oh yeah? How's Brazil doing these days? What is the starting? How are we getting the starting county? Its location. I'm in the United States. I'm in Portland, Oregon. How could you tell that it was one or the other? My accent? Let's put in here let's do it like this. You want a green card to go to which one? Canada or the United States? Then let's put this person's location. Maybe their location is off. And then we'll do, I don't know why I have this plus in here. United States. They're very similar. I don't know if Canadians would agree with that, but I have a couple of Canadian friends, and it seems like we have similar discussions and stuff. And my mom is French Canadian. Uh, all right, so we're gonna have this location printed out here now. It's hard to get a green card, so I hear that. I don't have much experience with it. So we'll have this location printed out, and I kind of want to put in this person's faction too. So let's put there. There totally are. I was gonna say I was reading about something recently where that happened, but I can't remember anything about it. So I'm not even gonna try to tell the story of things I cannot remember. So removed token faction. Let's do this token. I just want to see its faction. Maybe its faction's off still, even though I thought I fixed that. Token county population faction data faction name, and then I'm using Windows. I don't have like I used to be a strong, pro Windows person, but I don't really, at this point it's just like whatever your person likes is what I think they should use, because they both have their good sides and their bad sides. If you play a lot of video games, I imagine that Windows would be a better option. My same Canadian friends are very into. One of them is very into Macs, and he wasn't able to really play any video games. Not, he could play some, but not to the level that Windows players can do. All right, we're gonna win this battle here. Speed it up a little bit. Look at this person. They're invincible. We'll go to 1. I definitely need some hotkeys here. Okay. Yeah, so he's part of the faction. Remove token from starting army reached. Token destination is 1. Wait, remove token, is this the location? Yeah, that's the location. Wonder what is going on here. $3.79 an hour in US dollars. That's pretty. Macs are considered very expensive here too. So that's the other thing is that the price of Macs. Kevin Parker. So something is going wrong here. Obviously, something's going wrong, but it's not this. Their location. Let's just double check. 2. 2. So the starting county, if it's equal, it removes it from the list. Starting county hero list count. And we'll do this. This. The bummer with testing is we have to do a battle every time. My current job actually had some employees in Mexico that we hired, remotely. They work remotely and stuff. They're not like programmers. They do like office stuff. Um, Probably because it's less expensive to hire them. All right, keep going. We haven't won at all. This person's a badass. All right, we're gonna have to speed it up more. Oh my god, this person's killing us. Jose Foster. Come on, Jose Foster. Our current combat is so skill based that and RNG based, but it's definitely gonna be an issue here. Like it's almost like maybe this thing is still a problem, but let's see here. I didn't pause it. I thought I paused it. I did not pause it. Did I not save this thing? Starting hero. Okay, so it's not what? Starting county data, faction data is not. This isn't getting. Let's search just in case, but I don't think this is starting. Oh, I didn't. It is here, but I didn't. I didn't put a dot count on the end, and now I've got caps lock on. Where is this? Is this? That's our guy though that it was talking about. Yeah, starting county removed John from the shipbirds. Removed John from the shipbirds. John is our guy. He shouldn't have been removed. So we got additional issues. Jose is the guy who we lost, or who lost the battle. Removed John. Oh, it's not. Remove John the shipbirds. This is not removing him from this. This is just removing him from this, and then it's doing. This isn't hitting right. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. This isn't hitting right because this starting county is no longer their faction. It took me a long time to just figure that out. The starting county is now our faction, so this doesn't match. It's weird that it doesn't give you a error when this this can't happen. So it's been trying to remove it from the visiting population. But what it's doing is so how do we, if we check, so what is this check here? How are we going to check this? Why doesn't it give you an error? Like, why doesn't it say, like, that isn't there? Because if it doesn't matter, we could just say remove from both. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. It seems like this should error out. It should just be like, no, there isn't, because it's not in the visiting. It's not in the visiting population list. It's in the hero list. let's do this as like a kind of a test here, because it seems like it doesn't matter. And this is strange to me if it doesn't care. Like, what, why shouldn't it say like no, this isn't in here? Or do you have to put, maybe you have to put, okay, so it returns false if it's not there, but that's all it does. What a strange thing to do. Why wouldn't you say that there's an issue? Sometimes I wonder. Well, so this is the thing. It's my lack of knowledge. Is that there's a reason why they have it set up that way. I bet you though that is going to solve this problem. We can just leave it like that. Like we don't give a shit where they're at. Speed it up to 4. Boom. No bugs. Let's delete this. I'm going to put a note in here. How much time do I have left? Oh, I'm out of time. We don't need to check where the which list the hero is in, because C# doesn't give a shit if the hero isn't in the list. So we just try to remove it from both, and it will remove it from the correct one. There we go. So I didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to today, but I feel like the shit that I did get done was vastly more important than the stuff that didn't, like, that I didn't get down on the list there. Like refactoring or whatever the fuck it's called has improved, I think really improved all that mess. So, but that's it for me today. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's always nice to talk to new people and old people, chat. But anyways, that's it for me. Have a great existence. I will talk to you guys next time.